she can't. She's not gonna work, so I want her to go to jail. So I don't care about civil suit. I don't need money. I work. I'm not balling out of control. I work though, but I want her to go to jail. That's what I want her to do. So yeah, I'm going for criminal court. Civil suit don't mean nothing. Okay, all she had to do is quit a job. She never had to pay. I want her to go to jail.
Yeah, but a civil suit, well, I'm not encouraging you or disencouraging you, but it can affect the credit in the if the person eventually decides to purchase a home.
Yeah.
Okay, so it will have some form of effect. And also, too, with a civil suit, if the criminal aspect has not picked up on it, if you win in a civil suit, it can make it a lot easier for the criminal charges to be able to go forth, from my knowledge. Okay.
Well, on this case, it's easy to do that as far as getting everything going forth in court, simply because all I have to do is show videos of her doing a mock funeral, sending black flowers to a woman's mama's grave that she don't know, calling Jay Wilson a child molester, calling me one on multiple videos, calling Shawn Bradley one. So she has a track record. She has a major track record. In fact, what I found out, I don't know if you know this, when I talked to her ex-husband, and I talked to him about 5 times on the phone, he said the reason she's ran out of Mississippi because she's actually a child molester herself.
Well, we gotta say allegedly, because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, allegedly. He said allegedly she's a child molester.
My God. Now, why would he say something like that?
Because he knows her. He slept with her. He's been inside of her physically.
Okay, so this is the young woman's ex-husband.
Yes.
How long were they married?
He didn't get off into that with me. I don't know, so I don't want to lie. But he did tell me that. Why did they get it? Well, I'm gonna ask you some questions. You say you're at liberty to speak about it, or you're not. Okay. So I asked, how long were they married? You stated y'all didn't. He didn't answer that, or you didn't get into that. I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know why VS and her ex-husband was divorced?
Because she's a quack.
Okay.
Crazy.
So basically, when they got a divorce in a divorce decree, it will state that she is a quack in the divorce decree.
Well, I don't know about that, but he just told me a lot of crazy things she did. One of the things he told me, and I'll give you this one, he said that...
All right, hold on, my brother. We have Rochelle Jackson Brown. She is also now in the chat. I would like for you and her to talk, to come to a common ground and make amends. She doesn't have anything against you. She'll pretty much say what I said, but she can say how she feels better than I can. Let me just give everybody an update in regards to what's going on. Thank you, Rochelle Brown. Thank you, my sister, Rochelle Beijing, the stroke survivor. Y'all please check her out and support her. She's all the way down in Barbados, and she needs a lot of support. And to sponsor her will be a blessing. Thank you, Felicia, my awesome moderator. We got Tooth in the building, actually not, being actually good, so we don't want to kill the Toofus. That's, anyway, the troll. And then we got Robbie on the rails. Now, we're listening to my brother Larry Nelson. Me and him have been communicating, back and forth for a while. We have a trust with each other. He reached out to me, and we're just basically having a conversation. Y'all can call it an interview or whatever, but this is just, my big brother chopping it up with, with his little sis. And, me and him are both, I'm definitely in shock. I can't believe that PastorJack, just go ahead and reiterate, but what I was going to say is PastorJack then, is allegedly a mole for VS. That's how Larry Nelson feel. Just give a roundabout real quick, Larry, in regards to what what we were discussing, real quick, and go on about what you were going to say.
Okay, well, before I start, Rochelle, if you're listening, I love you, sister, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I've never had nothing against you. I know that Jack spends a lot of stuff, as far as the lady that I sent the Bible to, I know that she told you all that somebody from a different number texted her and cussed her out, and so she just assumed it was me. I have nothing against that woman, even get mad at her about it. She's never did nothing to me. And that was the whole thing I wanted you and Jack to know in the beginning. If I don't even know her to get mad. I did want to ask her, what did I do to you to have you talking about me on Jay's Live? But I couldn't even form an opinion to be mad because I never heard from her. So I don't know if she lied to you all or whatever the case may be, but as God is my judge, I've never texted this woman from a different area code number or whatever, because my area code is 618. And that's basically it. You know, if you know my track record, as I said in the past, if I have a problem with somebody, I get on a video and make a video about them. If we're all on YouTube. You know, I've never sat there and let me go and text him and talk. That's stupid. Plus, she's a senior citizen. She never did nothing to me. So I don't know why she would form that opinion after she got the Bible. It's not about the Bible. It's the fact that she asked for it over and over and over and over and over again every day until she got it. Then she disappeared. So, but you know, whatever the case may be, since I love you, I love her, I'm not mad at nobody because I got bigger fish to fry in this world. I got businesses I'm trying to start, things I'm trying to go through as far as the business world's concerned. So I'm not mad at nobody. I just hate that people can jump to a conclusion. I wish y'all could have called me and we all been on three-way, but you know, with no calls, it's just he said, she said. But whatever the case may be, I love you, I love her, and that's it. Now, as far as what you were saying, Nicole, about the Jack thing, Jack is a mole because I shared with him some pictures that I received in my time on YouTube after the evangelist tried to burn my name up, saying he's a pervert, he's a pervert. Oh my God, he's sending pictures. Women from all across the country through YouTube would contact me through email and say, listen, you can trust me. Here's a picture of me butt naked. So I just want you to know I'm not going to set you up. Here's a picture of me butt naked from head to toe. And they would send all these pictures. So I was sending to Jack saying, look what I get. And it wasn't to be a pervert. It wasn't, you know, I didn't see the million naked pictures you have too. Rochelle, everybody has. So
I mean, well, to me, Larry, it sounds like it was two brothers chopping it up like, look at this, and you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't meant for it to be plastered and shared with other people. It was like, bro, look what's going on, you know what I'm saying, here on YouTube, you know, whatever. I'm just letting you know, you better tread lightly, my brother.
Well, I shared it with him, but he showed me that
and that's what dudes do, isn't it?
That's what men do, but children do what he did. Childish people did what he did. So yeah, you know, that's what, you know, he did what he did what he, you know, somebody told me if a person shows you who they are, believe them.
Believe them.
He showed me who he was. A childish, immature bastard. Pardon my language, but he's a childish, immature bastard. This same person, he and I planned to come see you in your state, did we not?
Auntie, call into the call-in number.
Can you hear me?
The number that I call into the call-in number, the 718. Hold on, Rochelle is calling. Go ahead, Larry. Just give me about 30 seconds. Take over. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was going to say, this is the same guy that he and I planned to come visit you, remember?
Call into the call-in number.
So I'm just basically saying there was a friendship there. But he showed me that I don't care how you call a person a friendship. If I'm a dirty turncoat who wants some attention on YouTube, I'm going to do it by blasting you, by going to VS's page, send her these pictures. Oh, by the way, this is what Larry sent me. And then he sits in the background and says, I'm going to watch and see what happens. So he just showed me who he is.
Wow. Well, good. Well, let's say shout out to the people that are in the room. Good morning, K-Love. Thank you, Robbie on the Rails. The line is back up. Okay, Robbie on the Rails said, didn't Larry know that VS report that the pictures of Tracy? Why didn't he tell Tracy what Pastor Jack did or make a video clearing her?
I don't know about that subject. If you all look at my page, I haven't been making videos every day, 5 times a day. I have a life, and I hope you hear this, okay? I'm not putting any YouTuber down who's on here every day, but I have a big life when this camera goes off. When YouTube goes off, I have a full-time 10-hour shift job, I'm trying to open up a barbecue restaurant. I'm trying to manage a home. I have a whole bunch of stuff going on me, okay? So the last thing on my mind is, ooh, let me go and get on this beef with YouTube. See, these are people I never meet in my life. I may never meet Tracy. She's okay with me, but I may never meet her. So I never follow what Jack said about Tracy or whatever. I just know what my name was in. So I cleared my name, and that was it. Tracy can handle herself. Tracy's more than able to handle herself. I just know that Jack is the biggest cutthroat SOB I've ever met in my life.
Oh my gosh. Are you, Larry, are you hurt, disappointed in regards to Pastor PastorJack? Can you give a little bit logistics, how you guys befriended each other, and how good, or how you perceive the relate? Is this PastorJack?
No, this is Robbie on the rails.
Wait, we got 3 people in here. Caller 2904 and 1804. Okay, all right. Hold on. We got callers real quick. Let Larry Nelson answer that question, and then I'll let you guys go. We can't talk over each other. Then ain't nobody gonna be able to understand what we're saying.
2904 is your auntie.
Oh, hey, I know it's you, Auntie. I just said the number wrong.
What's up, Auntie?
Oh, look.
She said 2904 is your auntie. Woo, shoot. I'm going to bring her to the family reunion the way she talks.
You know what, Larry? Shut up. You leave my auntie alone. Leave my auntie alone, okay? Now, go ahead and finish your statement that you was gonna. Well, basically, I'm sorry, not your statement, but I asked you a question about, PastorJack. And PastorJack, if you hear this, I'm not coming for you. I'm not trying to drag you or anything. Brother came to me. It's pretty much already out there. I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'm not trying to malign or disrespect anybody. And I'm trying to bring some clarity and understanding to it. So I think there was pretty much nobody better than to handle this this situation was me. But go ahead, Larry.
I just tell anybody, and I'm going to say this quick because I know all the callers have questions. I want to answer each of them one at a time. Anybody who gets the chance to know PastorJack, you will be a worse person as a result of it, okay? He's a cutthroat. He will burn you up. Any information he has on you, he will make you look like a fool. I tried to call him. He now doesn't answer the phone. If it's just he and I on the phone, he should be able to tell what he did or didn't do. He can't even answer the phone now. That's a coward. He's a low-class SOB, in my opinion. Next question.
All right. Robbie on the rails. Go.
Oh, okay. Larry, I've watched you a couple of times. I didn't know about all the details of the past things, except for the recaps you've had, so I'm not really biased one way or the other. I was just wondering if you were concerned that this is like the second time, this is almost like a repeat of the Ronnie situation with your phone and nude pictures and accusations and a senior citizen. Are you concerned this is going to damage your reputation, or people are going to believe you? It's going to be difficult to prove that you didn't do it and PastorJack did do it?
Okay, wow, that was a loaded question, but I'll say it like this. As far as the reputation or whatever, I think that your character speaks for itself or whatever. It would take somebody that knows you. If a Nicole Reloaded knows Larry Nelson, then only she can speak about Larry Nelson she knows. Okay, it takes somebody who knows you off of YouTube. YouTube can be your greatest asset. It can be your worst nightmare.
Yes,
if you look at a lot of people now on YouTube, if you look at black YouTube, 90% of them are beefing with each other, talk about each other. I never tried to do that or whatever, but it does come to you, and that's sad or whatever. As far as what you call the evangelist Lonnie or whatever, if you look at her page now, and I hope he can hear me, I would challenge you to go to her page now. Look at her last 3 videos, 40, 50, 60 views. When she talked about me, she had 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 views, because controversy sells. When you have nothing else to talk about? What else is there to say? This is the same person that emails me, I'm sorry, you want to be friends. So it's a lot of stuff that you all don't know. You hear one side and like, oh, okay, this is what it is. It's bigger than what you think. But I don't care about the reputation thing, because when they called my church, I'm being honest with you, okay? When they called my church and tried to burn my name up, that's when I started cussing everybody out. I was like, well, I ain't got nothing to lose now. Go to hell. Bye, F you. Because really now it's like, well, I mean, what is the pastor going to do? Sit me down from sitting down? I don't do that in the church. So their purpose of calling make me look bad. You know, I'm not a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm just a regular person who sits down in church on Sunday. But when they called the church, then what? So really, that was the only thing I was worried about. But after that, but like I said, look at the evangelist now. When you talk about reputation, look at where she's at now. Look what she's doing now. She was on there now. Forget about her talking about me. She was talking about Tracy, putting her hands on Tracy, boxer. She was doing the John Wayne Gacy challenge where she was shaking her breast on the camera.
Was foul.
It had nothing. Huh?
No, that was foul for someone that accused you of the accusations. Basically, in layman's terms, Robbie, what happened between Vonnie and Larry Nelson was two adults communicating and flirting with each other, and it got taken by another content creator and blown out of control, and his daughter got contacted. I actually have an exclusive with Larry Nelson. I just didn't blow up the title and tags and all that other stuff, where me and him had a very, very long talk, a breakthrough. It was tears. It was really good. We opened up to each other, and, you know, me and him bonded. We talked in private. His story has never changed. Larry Nelson's story has never changed, even in private when I discussed.
I totally believe Larry's side on that whole daughter thing. I thought he was done really wrong. I was just concerned because the Vonnie thing was a thing where there was new pictures on the
right,
whether they were Vonnie or not, and they got out from his phone. It got out into the public. This is like a repeat of that.
Right.
So I was wondering if he's worried about what people are going to say. But does he know what PastorJack was convicted of? And didn't he know that VS reported that those were pictures of Tracy? Did he tell Tracy what happened and that PastorJack did it, or make a video clearing those pictures of not being Tracy? Because that's what VS said.
Okay, well, hold on, because that's three questions, babe.
Yeah.
That's 3 questions, but he's smart enough. He can hold 3 questions.
Oh, yeah. I think I can hold my own. With number one, wow, that was a loaded question. Number one, they were not Tracy. I don't know where that came from. That's just VS trying to spin a narrative. That was not Tracy, okay? So I don't know where that came from. Me and Tracy don't even talk like that or whatever. Like I said, YouTube is a monster. So VS is really trying to spin something. Notice that at first he's a childless. That doesn't work no more now, so she has to spin in something else. As far as you said, the pictures on Vonnie's phone, Vonnie never produced no pictures. She just said that she had pictures in her phone. Everybody said, where's the picture? She said, oh, I got a new phone now. I don't know where it's at. But after you showed your woman who's a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, you showed all these women at your job a naked picture of a man who's not me, and then all of a sudden you don't have the phone. So what she did was just try to say something to burn my name up. She never produced any pictures, so where they at? Yep. And as far as what you said as like PastorJack or whatever, what I share with him as a man, he wouldn't share it to VS, so that's between them or whatever. I don't care about that. He just showed me what his character is. He's a sad person. I talk to him as a friend, okay? As a friend. I'm talking when the camera goes off, that was my friend. But when he did that, it was like, you know what? Well, with a friend like that, who are his enemies? He is the worst cutthroat on earth.
They were supposed to actually come down here and visit me, and we were like really serious about
barbecuing, hanging out, everything.
Yeah, like the whole nine. I even I even considered and said, y'all don't even have to get a room. You know, I said, just, you know, Larry, you just gonna have to be the, you know, the big brother, because you know, I feel like I, you know Larry a little. You know what I'm saying? I know him better. I'm more, you know, I'm more comfortable with him. We've had very in-depth, real, honest conversations, and I think that my spirit, will let me know. I mean, shoot, I love Larry, man, and I don't want nobody lying or twisting or flipping things. And Larry name brings numbers. Period.
Right. That's why I was wondering how concerned he was about that, because you see how they did Wiley with that senior citizen lady and accused him of threatening her when he didn't really threaten her. He just, he was kind of like suggested trying to look out for her, not to get involved in that. But
it sounded like they were, to me, with that situation, though, Robbie, sounded like they was trying to do a repeat Larry Nelson. Larry went freaking viral. I don't give a fire fuck what nobody said. Right. Larry went viral. He was in everybody's mouth. Even my mama, before she passed, asked, well, is Larry gonna be okay?
Yeah, that's what makes you wonder if he's going to be okay, because so many people are quick to believe any allegation that's made against you. You don't even know if there's no proof about it. Do you know what PastorJack was convicted of? Wasn't he convicted of something in prison?
Well, you know what? Okay, I can answer that. He did a few stints in prison. It was, I guess we're not friends now, so I don't want to.
Hold on, everybody's talking over each other. Robbie asked a question. Do you know what allegedly what PastorJack was arrested for?
No.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on, Auntie. Hold on. I'm gonna let you speak. Hold on.
Look here, y'all won't be up by my sleep. I'm ready to say what I
Okay, all right. Let Auntie. Okay, Robbie, Larry, go. Larry. Hold on, Auntie. Before you answer that, Larry was gonna give his answer, and then you go ahead and speak. Larry, what was PastorJack arrested for?
Selling drugs.
All right, go ahead, Auntie Rochelle. You got the floor. Robbie hung up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Auntie.
Hey, Larry. Hey, baby. How you doing, baby? You're doing all right, honey. I don't too much dislike anybody. I really don't. And I knew something was off when Jack called me. It was like this time in the morning, but a little bit later, like club hours, like they had been out clubbing,
right.
And they come up with this, and the Bible lady.
It was around this time. It was around this time, Auntie, my time.
Because she knew they both coerced this thing. I don't know what they were. I believe. Now this me. When my niece told me, Auntie, that could have been Jack. And then I heard it from old Pumpkinhead over there, because Pumpkinhead rides for
Lord,
Jack.
Auntie.
And Pumpkinhead brought me up in it when she was talking to the people, because Jack was in her live stream a couple of days ago. I can't remember Larry, but she was, and I know that's your friend, like you said on your video. When you befriend somebody, it's about trust and loyalty to one another.
Right.
And see, I trusted Jack.
You did. A lot too. We fell in love, but we were starting to have a lot of love for him, but it was because of Larry, though.
And
we wouldn't have gave him that door to be able to walk in. It was Larry that provided that.
I actually sat back and watched that boy, and he did some things that I didn't agree with. One was that with I Am Rosie. That's one of them. And because when I talked to him about it, I said the same thing you told me. Okay, well, just stop talking to her. Don't do that. I say, because people, you don't know what their intentions is.
Auntie Rochelle, please do me a favor and clarify to everybody that's listening in regards to I Am Rosie. And also, Larry can clarify that too, so they have an understanding, because they don't know how I know. You can talk.
I Am Rosie is subscribed to Larry. Now, when me and Jack had that, when I cut him off, he got angry with me because he wanted me to believe so much everything that was coming out about them ping pics, when his daughter them pepper sprayed him at the gas station. See, I believe that happened. I believe that, but I couldn't understand, and I kept telling him, I can't understand why would a child pepper spray you. I ain't never heard that before. I don't care how much children dislike what you do, how you raise them, and you know how strict you are with them. I ain't never heard of that before. But anywho, I began to sit back and watch Jack, and what I began to see, it wasn't good. And I called him up. Larry, listen to me good. I called him up and I talked to him about everything that I was seeing, what he was doing. And I told him I didn't agree with that. See, I don't go along with a lot of stuff because I don't believe in tearing people down. I don't believe in that. For the simple fact of when you start cussing and tearing people down, that has a way of manifesting itself back on you and in your family and on your children. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. So I told Jack, I said, Jack, you know, I explained the type of person that I am, and I don't fool around on that message YouTube. I said, I don't fool around over there because I don't like a lot of things that they do over there. And I said, I'm really straightforward. Now, if I see you on these YouTube streets acting kind of strange, I'm gonna have to cut my friendship with you because I don't operate in that manner, and I don't want nobody around me doing sneaky and conniving stuff. So Larry, me and him, he was at work, and so I told him that. I left it alone. I was done with it. I ain't make, you know, I don't hit YouTube. Just a video. I don't do that. I do my stuff on this level. I don't do that kind of stuff. So I told him and I cut him off. He didn't make one video. He made two. So when he got to the third one, when he went to call my name, it wasn't with that lady. It wasn't about him. It was about me and him. But he kept dragging you into it. And I see her too. And I seen that. And when I heard it from my niece Nicole, when I heard it from old Pumpkinhead, Thesis Treases, when I heard it again, she say, how you know that one Jack? I say, well, baby, that's confirmation for me because I done heard it twice. And the person that I heard it from the first time, y'all don't even deal with each other. So I know this got to be confirmation for me. And I'm not gonna sit around here and go back and forth with Larry. I say because really it wasn't about him in the beginning. It wasn't about you in the beginning. See, it wasn't about that Bible in the beginning. See,
right, it wasn't.
I went back and watched it, and I kept saying, I never know Larry to do nothing like that.
Me and Auntie Rochelle said the same thing. I was like, I said that to you, Larry. I said, that don't even sound like him. I said, Larry, with something like that, Larry can't hold water. He gonna come out and after the Terralon VS, he ain't afraid to say how he feel about anything. He gonna come out and say, he gonna be like, yeah, I sent it, and what? Now what you gonna do? I'm grown and I love you and you can't do nothing about it. And kiss my ass and I gotta go to work. I mean,
I believe Sarah Burnett was the mole. She over there with VS too. I believe they both were. I really do. I wouldn't. I believe that they were coming after you, Larry. Really, I kept telling my niece, I said, why they so hot on Larry? Why? Because VS she yes, ain't human, I don't think.
All right. Now, when we speak about her, let's start using her, because, she a flagger now. So, but it is a violation, but it is I don't know, Shawn called her the demon lady, but I don't want to call her that. I don't know. Just say the
Tanya. Her name is Tanya.
Oh, Lord, now he's saying her name.
I am Rosie. Kept killing me.
Y'all know who the heck we talking about.
Hey, I can't hear you. Can she speak up a little bit?
You can't, Auntie, he can't hear you.
I am Rosie kept coming into my live stream and saying that, Miss Rochelle, it's not it's true. It's true about that pink pic. So, baby, I told her, I said, I don't want to see that. I ain't got time to be looking at nobody else pink. I care less. But you keep that to yourself. I'm a baby,
Well,
and then
PastorJack said that to Rose.
Wait, hold on, Auntie.
Yeah.
He's I am Rosie allegedly received a ping pic from PastorJack. And let me just say this, PastorJack, if you in the bushes, you are more than welcome to call in. You have a right to defend yourself and share your side. Nicole Reloaded is not here to disrespect anybody. I'm just providing a platform where people are able to have a conversation with their sis and get out how they feel. This is not to malign, hurt, nor disrespect anybody. The opinions of Larry Nelson and and Rochelle and anybody else on this platform are their opinions and do not necessarily reflect Nicole Reloaded and the hashtag Nicole Reloaded returns. Now, Larry was going to also say something that he was aware of the I am Rosie peen pick situation. Go ahead. He was going to actually reiterate on what you were going to say, Auntie Rochelle. So go ahead.
Well, what happened was she got the pictures and she called me. And PastorJack sent me pictures of his penis, right? And, I'm trying to defend him because I'm like, that's a friend. I mean, I'm I don't care what a friend do, you try to defend them. But how can I defend that one? You're a pastor and you send a naked picture. I was like, well, maybe it was a mistake, or maybe he's trying to send this to his girl, or what. He didn't send her picture, so I couldn't defend it. So I asked him about it. And his response was, well, shoot, I sent her a picture like she sent me one. It was just a joke. So he didn't deny it. So he sent her a picture of his stuff. So when he didn't deny it, it was nothing for me to say. I said, I'm going to back up and let them, y'all to let y'all self. I didn't say that to him. I said that to myself. I'm going to just back off that one because you can't defend a man who said he did it. So he admitted he did it.
When that happened, and he called me about it, and I told him what to do, I did the same thing you did. I believed him. I took his word for it, and I told him, I said, well, cut yourself off from that person. Don't be on there talking to people. You don't know what people's alternative motive is. That's what I told PastorJack. And
he's the one who had the ulterior motive, though. He sent her the picture.
Yeah, I got it now. But right after that, though, he went over there on this platform and made a video saying that he was sorry for sending that inappropriate picture.
Wait, hold on real quick, Auntie. Robbie, are you able to understand Rochelle? You said that noise is very loud in the background. Okay, Larry, whatever it sound like you're fooling around in the kitchen or something, put it on mute when you do that because it's causing distortion and feedback. Okay, but you didn't stop now, but if you decide to do it, just, because my stuff is real sensitive to especially background noise. But go ahead, Auntie Rochelle.
Yeah, I am Rosie kept telling me in my live stream when I was cussing PastorJack out, she kept coming into our house talking about, Miss Rochelle, it's not allegedly. It's not allegedly. I got the receipt. I say, well, baby, I don't want to see it. I believe you, and she say, yeah, he sent me a peen pic. And I say, Lord have mercy, what they got going on over there? But the more I thought about it, the more I watched the Bible lady. I'm just gonna call her the Bible lady.
Oh,
the Bible lady. I say, Lord, these two working together. They were. I don't know why they was trying to hurt Larry like that. I don't know. I ain't figured that out yet. But they were trying to tarnish Larry's name again, and she might be a mole for BSS or whatever y'all call her, onion. What y'all call her?
I don't know.
She might be a mole. She might be a mole for her too, because they were after Larry really, really bad, and I couldn't put my finger on it. But now that Larry made that video, I actually went over there and watched the video, Larry, what you said about Jack. And the more I thought about it, I say, oh, they was trying to take Larry down again with some mess, and she might be a mole for onion over there too. You don't know these people. These people they crazy. That's all I got to say. A lot of things too.
That's sad. Because when you cut the computer off, they have no life outside of YouTube.
Well, Larry Nelson, brother Larry Nelson, and Auntie Rochelle, can you you and Larry come to, I just want you guys to make sure that you guys have closure and, understanding if you want to closure or whatever, that, because, other people will try to take things and spin it and twist it and flip-flop it and make it negative. That is very clear. Both of you guys go ahead and, speak to each other and let Auntie go ahead and get her some sleep, and me and Larry can continue.
Me and Larry cool. We've been squashing this mess. It wasn't about Larry. See, none of this. Well, yes, it was. It was about Larry, but what they were trying to do, they were trying to pick me, and they were trying to use me to take Larry down.
Right.
And when it flipped, when it went in the opposite direction, because it really was, it was really about Larry. I don't know why they was trying to, and now that, like I say, now that everything has come out and it keep coming out and replaying, for me, this is me, I believe the Bible lady and pastors, and he ain't no pastor, let me quit saying that.
He's not.
They had, that's DS alternative motive. Oh, onion, alternative motive over there, setting up people to, because, she made a video about me, but she ain't called my name, She just said, my two sons, I ain't got one that's in law enforcement. Number one, the oldest one is not. But she just said that, what I said to Larry. And then she just cut it off. But she ain't never called my name. She knew better to call my name. I really would have them people to come get her behind, because she do some nasty things to people. And, she don't come for me, I ain't worried about it. But if you come for me, I do it. Yeah, I will. Don't come over here messing with me, because we ain't got no messing. I don't try to be messing with nobody. But now that I look at everything, them two was working with DS, trying to get you, Larry. That's what they was trying to do.
And what did Auntie, I said worst case scenario, what did I think it was? What did I tell you?
it was false. All of it was false information, and then it was somebody else coming after Larry. The video she made when she talked about me, she talked about three. You know, I told you that the other day, Nicole. She had three pastors that she was going to expose. And how she was going to expose them, she was going to put their pictures up and different things, and the information up on us so everybody could see. You know, so I told you, I knew one of them pastors was going to be Jack. I knew that because she said my name. She didn't say my name. She just used me in reference to what she was getting ready to do. And I say, Lord, just help her at it again. This girl here, she ain't gonna stop. Somebody gonna literally hurt that girl. And she don't realize. Now, if Clark was able to watch her and watch her behavior as she come out of her house and look under her SUV, Quanny watched her. Quanny did. That was over there with Shawn Bradley. You know, that girl watched Onion. That girl knows so much about Onion that it's ridiculous. And how she look underneath her car every time she come out of her house to take her children to school and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, you know, BS ain't sleeping right at night because she do too much dirt. See, when people do dirt like that, the people don't realize the same dirt you spit out that mouth, that stuff come back on you. And you ain't living right when you could just sit up diabolically and think of evil stuff to do to people, and it begin to manifest itself back in your life. So she ain't on.
Can I say something real quick, man?
Go ahead, Larry.
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you the one reason why I do. Two reasons why I refuse to hate BS. Okay, number one, because I know you cannot make it into the kingdom of heaven hating somebody, okay? And I don't want that. I'm not going to spend eternity away from God because of her. She's not worth it. Number two, at the rate she's going, if she don't repent before she dies, she will be eternity times eternity burning in hell. And I know that. I believe the Bible. I will say that until the day I die. If that girl does not repent of her sins and find Christ as her Lord and Savior, which she probably won't, she's going to burn for eternity in hell, screaming and shouting for the pain of the fire, because she's hellbound. She got a problem. She wants you to feel pain. And you heard that old saying, hurt people. She wants you to feel pain. I don't know what she's went through in her personal life, but don't try to bring it my way, because my life is great, baby. And see, the thing is, when she started talking about me and my daughter, she paid my daughter for the story. The state's attorney said, we can't get no case or whatever. She paid your daughter took the money. And then on top of that, your daughter changed the story 12 times on the video. Well, he bounced me on my lap. Well, he beat me. Well, he cut all my hair, ball, this and that. She changed the story 12, 13 times. So what she should have did was talk to her before the video started. Well, this is what we got to say. You can't change the story no more. Now she don't talk about it no more. What happened for the Justice for Tonight situation? She had my life a living hell here. And the thing is, I'm gonna tell you what old Justice is. I got a full address, CDC zip code and everything. If I was a low down dirty dog, just like a Quanny watched her, I could have easily went by the bushes when she came out. But she done 13 times with the rapid fire fist, hit the highway and came back. I'm not crazy, but whatever, she's gonna get what she deserves, and not from my hands. I'm just saying she's got a problem. She's got a mental problem, and everybody knows it. I pray to God she find Christ as the Lord and Savior, because she's going to hell.
Well, Larry, let me ask you this. I know that I asked you this before, but for the for the newcomers that are listening, and Rochelle, I don't believe that she heard you when you answered this question for me and for the peoples. Or what is going on in regards to your case, your civil case and the criminal case, in regards to when it comes to the young lady?
Well, civilly, you can't can really do too much because all she can do is quit her job and never have to work, and you don't get a dime. And how can you sue for $2 million for somebody who's worth $5,000? She never had $2 million in her life. What can you get from her? Nothing. What can you get from a person who's already on government benefits? Zero. So I want criminal court. And that's what we're pursuing now. So my lawyers gathered all the evidence as far as the videos that she'll make and then delete. All the videos that she did about my daughter, how she got on YouTube and called me child molester, how she made up false accusations, how she got my daughter from one state to her state to say that transporting it through YouTube, which is basically going from state to state, makes it federal or whatever. And so that's what we're pursuing. I want her in jail. I want her in jail. And I will say this to the people listening. I worked in corrections for 5 years as a security guard / prison guard. And this is one thing I've learned, okay? If you know anything about jail, they send what's called a kite. A kite is when you send a message from one prison to another one without the guards know, or from one prison to another. I can easily send a kite to a woman in there who's, let's say she's doing 25 years to life. She ain't got nothing to lose and she ain't got no family. Let me send you about 300 bucks a head for me good and send me the blood back. I promise you she'll be handled with severely if I want to do that. That's what I want. I want to get her brains beat out in jail.
Lord Jesus. Okay, well, okay, come on now. Now, let me make this very clear that Nicole Reloaded does not advocate any violence.
I do.
No, you don't, because that's against YouTube rules. You're just talking out of anger and frustration because you've been through a lot. So, you know, you don't mean that, right, Larry?
You're right, but she shouldn't have lied on me like that.
No, I know. But you don't want no harm to come to her, right, Larry?
Once she goes to jail, I want her to...
Well, whatever's going to happen, God. See, the thing is, I believe that sometimes a lot of times we try to step in and do God's job. God is going to handle that situation accordingly, the way that he sees fit. And you just supposed to pray that God will actually bless her and take care of her, because God will. I'm just letting you know that Bible. It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but you know, the Bible says we are a peculiar people, right, Auntie? Because the more I pray for you, the worse your life gonna get, because you're on that F crap.
Yeah.
And there's more too that Larry was going to disclose too. You know, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. What he can disclose in regards to this young lady's ex-husband.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Auntie Rochelle. Say what you're gonna say, so you can go ahead and get you some rest. And Larry's gonna finish it up.
Y'all done messed that up, but
Oh, I'm sorry, AT. Don't beat me.
Larry, you know that word, boy. Use that word against them, because the Bible tells us that He'll make your enemy your footstool. When everybody see, one thing about God don't do anything small. He do things in a big way. Why? Because He want the non-believers to see His work in the believer's life. See, that's what that all about, baby. So you don't carry that hate around in your heart for that girl. Pray for her. Ask God, to take that from you. Let me tell you something, Larry. When you, and I know you're hurt, because that hurt your eyes.
I couldn't even imagine, though. I mean, this is deep.
I'm with you with that. I agree with you. Because that was sad what she done. It was foul. It was ugly. But you just gotta give her over to God. And
can I ask you a question real quick on that? You're absolutely right. I agree with you. Can I ask you one question though?
Yeah, baby.
Okay, now the evangelist knew the whole thing was a lie from day one, because she helped her set the whole thing up. Why hasn't she come out, meaning this woman of God, and say, you know what, that thing was a whole lie. That thing was all made up. Why hasn't she come forward?
Well, let me tell you this. Everybody say ain't strong like mine and yours. See, everybody faith not. See, you could preach God, but if God's not evident in your life, then you don't know who He is. If you ain't never been through anything, if you ain't never experienced God for yourself, see, that means you don't have a true relationship with Him. That's what that is. And so just because you talk about God and minister about God, do she really know God for herself? See, a lot of people speak God, but haven't really experienced God. See, I've experienced God. You have. You've experienced. So you know the power of God. You know.
Really experiencing Him.
Talk about God. Do they really know Him? Like me and you know it, and other people know it. See, it's about experiencing will, the love of God in your life. See, when it's evident, see, you can tell people how good God is, and people will. The Holy Spirit is powerful. Even though all you have to do is speak, and another believer who has experienced God for themselves, your spirit will be confirmed. What happens is that you get chills. You know, hair stand up on the back of your neck when they talking about God. If you don't feel that when people talking about God, then they ain't really experienced God. They can't tell you about God. They only can tell you about what they read in that Bible. But see, when you a true believer, when you know God for yourself, baby, see, can't nobody take that from you. You understand? So don't speak, foul against that young lady. Give it to God. Go. I told them the other day in my live stream, Larry, I told them, you don't have to tell man your secret. Go tell it to God, because He ain't gonna tell nobody. He can keep a secret better than man. He can. And see, people have a bad habit of getting on YouTube and exposing their life, and then when the other person who tell you that they just reporting the news on YouTube, and they go and report your news, report your breakdown, report your mess, then you're mad. You can't get mad at that, because fast change ain't nobody's wrong.
Right, that's right.
But I'm telling you, baby, give that young lady over to God. Let God handle it for you, and watch it go on YouTube. Because see, some people don't realize that everything they put on YouTube ain't a good thing. See, and that onion, she ain't realized that yet. So let God have her, and let us sit back and watch God handle her.
Let go, and let God.
Yes, that's right. Let God handle it, and then sit back and watch it. Just like PastorJack. See how this thing coming along? See how he come and tried to maneuver me to hurt you? Both of them. And then you turned around and seen it and come back right behind me and spoke negative about it, because he ain't worth 2 pennies. He's not a pastor. I said a long time ago.
Well, you know what? When you wake up 3 o'clock in the morning and jump in the water, and jump in a swimming pool, jump out and say, "I just been baptized by Jesus. I'm called to be a pastor." You're not a pastor. He's just a jackleg.
Oh Lord,
That's why he didn't answer my phone. He's in Jack with it.
now that was what Auntie Rochelle said. Now y'all on the same accord. Look, I am an innocent bystander. Y'all done kidnapped me and then put me in the car and got me on the log for the ride. Now PastorJack gonna come out and he gonna try to roast and gag me and drag me, and I'm sick of my brother Larry Nelson on it.
I think he's gonna pull himself off of YouTube because he's been exposed. I don't think, because it's his life. You know, he on parole, and I listened to Larry say that.
Well, Auntie, let me ask you this. Robbie on the Rails asked a question about within in the chat, and asked Larry Nelson what was Robbie? I'm sorry. What was PastorJack arrested for? What did he do time for? Do you know factually what he was arrested for, or allegedly just due to statements? Go.
Yeah, he's just a regular drug dealer. He just sold drugs. That was it.
All right.
It wasn't big time. It wasn't burglary or beating nobody else. He just sold drugs.
Okay.
Like 90% of most people in California sold drugs.
Okay, so was he? So he did time for allegedly doing drugs, and selling drugs. Dealing. I'm sorry. I truly apologize. And once again, let me state this, PastorJack. If you are out there listening, you are more than welcome to call in. You have a right to share your feelings, your facts, your statements. I don't think Rochelle or Larry Nelson has any ill will for you. I'm sure that they want you to be blessed and God to deal with you accordingly. But you have disappointed your brother Larry. This ain't just no YouTube content thing. You're disappointed and you hurt your brother's feelings. He put a lot of trust in you, and you hurt me too.
I thought more of a man of him than what he displayed. If I sit there and tell you, you know what, my wife shot somebody, man, 3 years ago, man, and I've been keeping that a secret, but I'm telling you as a friend, and I'm using illustration, and you go tell, I can't trust you. You are a child. You know, you're a man by age and society standards, but your character is that of a child. That's why you see some guys now still 88, 90 years old, still driving fast jets because they're still trying to relive their youth.
Still trying to relive their youth. Mm-hmm. Now, Larry, let me ask you a question real quick. I truly apologize for cutting you off. Robbie wanted to know when is the Larry interview with Mr. Cordone is coming. We were about to get on that. I was just waiting for Auntie Rochelle to give her close in, and we were actually going to get into that briefly before we close out on here. Larry, Let
me say this to everybody. It's just like Larry said, he went in and out of jail for selling drugs and being in gangs. He had 3 strikes when he went in there the last time. He played crazy. And see, when you play crazy in jail, that's a mental health issue.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. And well, this is what he told me. I should have recorded the. Oh Lord. Anyway.
Oh gee.
Anyway, he was on his 3rd strike. This was his 3rd strike. He went in there and he played crazy. So the people thought he had a mental issue. So he could get out on parole. Now, he explained it to this way. This is what he explained to me. When he pulled up to the gas station and he met his oldest daughter and the mother, they had a couple words. I don't know what transpired at the gas station, but evidently they felt threatened and they pepper sprayed PastorJack.
Well, he told me differently. He told me that they just walked up on him and just saw the daughter just walked up and started spraying him while the boyfriend watched.
Wait a minute.
See, now, wait a minute, niece. He told me it was her mother and her at the gas station. He drove up with his so-called fiance. Now y'all know that ain't right.
Wait a minute. Now the fiance was in the car?
The daughter, he has a daughter.
Okay, hold on.
It was the daughter and the daughter's boyfriend. And he saw him, and the daughter walked up on him and just maced him in his face.
What?
That's not what.
Okay, this story didn't changed up a minute. I thought he pulled up to, from what you said, he pulled up to the gas station to get gas, and they were at the same store, and then just went down.
Yeah, him and the baby mom, the girl mama. He told me they had a couple of words, and all hell broke loose, and she both of them pepper sprayed, the mama and the daughter. And I say, what? I say, boy, that don't make no sense to me. But okay, that's what I'm saying in my head,
Yeah, I didn't hear it that way, but okay. I mean, I'm listening.
Wait, what did you say, Larry? What did you say?
I said I didn't hear the story that way, but I'm listening to Rochelle's side. I just heard it differently. He said that he pulled up at the gas station, and his daughter was there with her boyfriend. And he thought the boyfriend, I think, while the daughter sprayed him, the boyfriend called the police or something like that, on him, make it seem like it was something he did. So, like I said, I really didn't get too deep off into it because that's family. No matter what advice you give him, that's still his daughter. So I wasn't going to say too much. But it did sound flaky to me. But, now that I know his track record, everything he says a lot to me.
Yeah, he told me it was mom. See how he told the story, but he told it two different ways. Same story. He just added the boyfriend. He told me it was the daughter and her mother. But I began to watch Jack after that ping pig and that story there. That's what made me. And then when they woke me up out of and I talked to you about it, niece, and you told me. Auntie, how you know that one PastorJack doing that? Then I went over there on Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead said the same. How you know that one? I said, well, I'm done. That's confirmation for me. I'm done with it. Because it wasn't really about Larry. Me and Larry really didn't have no beef. We ain't had no beef. It was them two. It was the Bible lady and Jack Lady. So I was with it with them two. See,
well, let me ask you this, Rochelle. So why would they bring me in their stuff when all I did was send her a Bible and that was it? I don't know her. We never even talked.
Because it would be easy for the majority to believe that you did that. That's why.
Yeah, but now that
allegedly, now that we finding out that about alleged moles and so on and so forth, whatever, you put it all together, what is the common denominator about this? I am Rosie, Cheryl Burnett, or PastorJack. Who is the common denominator in each one of your stories? Go.
Jack is
PastorJack and the Bible lady.
Now let me ask you this question: if PastorJack presents himself and he is humble, are you willing to forgive him and work on his to continue your friendship?
Okay, you asking me or Rochelle?
I'm asking you both.
Okay, well, I answer first by saying, first of all, I forgave him the second he did it. I have nothing against him. However, I cannot forget it. And I can let you in my house. Oh, listen, I can forgive you for breaking in my house and stealing everything. I can forgive you, but I don't have to let you back in my house again. I forgive him for what he did, but we don't have to be friends. I love you from afar. Because of what he did or whatever, that's a person that I just leave alone. God bless him, but you stay away from him.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm with Larry on that. I'm a Scorpio, Larry, so when you come for me, I come back to sting you, baby, to hurt you. Just like you hurt me, I come at you, honey. But you know, I'm grown. I done grown from that knowledge, so I don't do stuff like that. But I'm with you, brother, cause you know you really can't. You know, you just he'll never. Me and him will never be friends again.
Now, Auntie Rochelle, let me ask you this: was your feelings? Do you? Let me ask you a little bundle question real quick, but you'll be able to answer it. Do you feel that you were deceived by PastorJack? Or are you disappointed if you were deceived by PastorJack?
Well, I want to say I was deceived, but I'm very disappointed in Jack Lee because, you know, even though I don't know how much money Onion paid him, because I believe they all was paid in order to grow.
Now, when you say that you believe, Auntie Rochelle, when you say you believe that all were paid, can you please refer to who you're alleging?
The Jack Leg pastor and the Bible lady. I believe they were paid by Onion, old evil over there. I believe they was paid by her.
What do you? Okay.
To come after to do what they do. I don't think
that makes sense.
That girl.
You getting it now, Larry?
Yeah,
I told you once you talk to her, you were going to be able to put it together in your own mind. Because I'm not here to try to tell anybody what to do. And thank you guys. This is Nicole Reloaded. We have Rochelle Brown on the line live. We also have brother Larry Nelson. Larry Nelson is sharing his thoughts, his facts, as well as Auntie Rochelle Brown. Please make sure that you subscribe to both of their channels. They are coming together, providing each other with their experiences, and by the grace of God, there has been some clarity. Now, if you hold on and be patient, Larry will be providing some undisclosed details in regards to the husband in the interview, and he might, if you act right, and $ Nicole Reloaded on the Cash App, because Larry said that I needed to get my toes done because my feet was ashy. He was roasting me up. I'm just playing. Go ahead. I just started making up stuff. I'm just joking. Go ahead, y'all.
Well, like I said, the whole thing is I wish him well, but after talking to Rochelle, that makes a lot of sense, because this is the same woman who paid my daughter $801 a lie, and my daughter's now retracted that to family members now. You know, she's scared to get online because she knows they want to burn her up now because she did everybody else, so she's
What is your
scared of that.
relationship, Larry, with your daughter since this unfortunate?
Zero. I haven't heard from her. Zero.
Have you reached out to her?
I don't know her number. I don't know where she stays. Zero.
Okay. Well, we're going to continue to lift that relationship up, you know, in prayer and for restoration. God going to work that thing out. God going to work, and I'm claiming that. And God said if two or more agree that God's word will be done. The Bible says that he swears that he will bless you. Ecclesiastes says triple braided cord is not easily broken. And I guarantee you that that relationship will be restored. Now, I don't know how, in which shape, form, or fashion, but there will be some healing and some love in regards to that relationship. I believe it, and I rebuke Satan in the name of the Father, Son, in the name of Yahshua HaMashiach, and send it to the pits of hell where he belongs. And may no weapon formed against Larry Nelson, Rochelle, me, or anybody listening form against us shall prosper, and be binded up right now, and I spew it out of my mouth and send it to hell, and it's abolished in the name of Yahshua HaMashiach. Go ahead and continue, Auntie Rochelle.
Yeah, Larry, I just want to say, baby, I believe in thy faith. First, and believing that God will heal, will restore y'all relationship, because it's one thing I know about parenting. Parenting is a very difficult task, you know, and we take a lot of hits. you know, for our children. So, baby, you know, when your daughter come to you, you know, just accept her for who she is and accept her for right then. You know, don't bring up no old stuff. You know, don't ask her why she did it.
Let dead dogs lie.
Let that go. Don't hold that against her. They tricked her, and that's what the devil do. See?
Well, can I add something on to that real quick?
Go ahead, Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, and I appreciate the well wishes, the prayers, and everything. We never really had a relationship. I haven't really been around her.
Well, but the thing is, but that relationship needs to happen.
Let me finish, okay?
I'm sorry.
Oh, when she was 6 years old, okay? I've been around her twice in 20 years. I'm talking from the age of 6 to now. One, when she stayed with me for the summer for 11 days, where she made up the lie with the lady. Yes, and then number two, when she came to visit a couple years ago, and I took a bunch of pictures. I don't have a relationship with her. So if she never talks, and I'm not trying to sound hard-hearted, so don't misquote me, but if she never talks to me, I will not lose a day of sleep. There is no bond there. There is no relationship there. There's nothing. It's just that's my daughter, and that's that. The one that lives here in my city that you've seen pictures of or whatever on my community feed, she lives here. I didn't even raise her, and she's more close to me than anything. That daughter that made the lie up, I changed her diapers. I was in the labor room when she came out of her mama. I took pictures of her head coming out. I got pictures of her popping out of the womb.
Right.
I was there. I changed the first diapers. I cut the umbilical cord. I was the first one to hold after the nurse wiped off and the doctor popped on the booty. I was the first one to hold her. I was there.
Auntie Rochelle?
But the thing is, after she did that, there is no bond. And, you know, I wish her well, but if she never talked to me, I'm not losing no sleep. God bless her. And I don't want to sound hard-hearted. It's just that I have so much on my plate.
I understand.
As far as trying to make sure a roof is paid, roof is over my head, starting a business, working smarter, not harder, getting out of these factory jobs because they work your body to death. Then for me to think, man, my daughter's just going to lie on me. Oh, Jesus, what am I going to do? I'm so hurt.
Well, Robbie,
I'm past that stage. I'm past that stage. I wish her well, but oh well. That's life.
Let me ask you this. Me and Robbie on the Rails both have the kind of the same question. I already kind of somewhat know the answer to this, but the people don't. Robbie asked you, some people were asking tonight why Larry is still wearing his wedding ring if he has been divorced for 6 months. Do you want Rochelle to finish closing what she was going to say, and then we get into the ex-husband and your wife and so on and so forth, or would you like to answer it now? However you want to do it, whatever makes you most comfortable, Brother Larry.
Sure, I can answer that now. It cost me $3,000. It's platinum. It's gold and platinum, not gold and silver. It's gold and platinum. I paid for this. I can work to the day I die. Next question.
All right, Larry. Let me ask you this, Larry. Are you divorced?
Yep.
Let me ask you this. Don't get mad at me, Larry. Can it be looked up at the assessor's office down in Chicago that your divorce decree is filed?
Nope, because I don't live in Cook County. That's Chicago.
Okay, well, whatever.
You know, honestly, I mean, whether you look it up or not, I'm at that point now. I don't care what nobody thinks. If they say I am, I'm not. Because you got to realize.
No, Larry, don't get upset.
Wait, let me finish. Because you talk too fast. You got to let me jump in there sometimes. The thing is, there was a time where people said he's homosexual. Well, look at him. He looks too hippie. He's homosexual. He's gay. No matter what you say, a person's not going to believe. So they can believe what they want. I don't care.
Well, Larry, I know they're going to believe whatever they want, but, I wouldn't be right because you got on me and you told me how to, brother then gave, Nicole Reloaded some, taught his baby sister on how to ask questions. So don't get mad at me now. I'm coming at you with what you taught me to do. Now, Larry. Okay, Larry. When did you and your ex-wife, why did you and your ex-wife divorce? If you
money.
Now, let me ask you this. Okay, Vonnie 45 and everything that transpired from the pits and so on and so forth.
She's not good at taking pressure, and that was too much pressure for her to keep on here while on her cries. I mean, he's coming to get me, stalking me, he's calling me, all the stuff she put on the video, and she couldn't take it.
All right, Larry, but there's...
I'm trying to answer your question. I'm not finished.
Okay, fine.
You know, I'll bite your left toe off. You won't walk with a permanent limp.
You always wanted to bite my darn toe off. You just don't want me to be able to walk. You hater.
There you go. Well, the thing is, the thing is, she's wanted to take pressure. That's why I never put her on the YouTube thing. Everybody's not good with YouTube, and she just felt like that was an embarrassment to my family. Hearing this overweight, oversized, overgrown, triple face, Dunkin' Donut eating fat, woman sit there and dog my husband out. So she was just done with it. She said, "I'm out."
Okay, well, let me ask you this: you and your ex-wife are both Christian people. Now, the only way that under God's eyes and His laws, the way to get a divorce and is for either the man to set the woman free, or secondly, for the woman to have the husband to have infidelity. Where there was the Vonnie Vaughn situation, basically, forgive me for saying it like this, the nail in the coffin for that, for your marriage, to get divorced.
Hello?
Yeah, did you hear me?
You were fading out at the last second.
Okay, what I was saying was, a lot of people are saying that what happened with the Vonnie 45 situation was not enough for two Christian people as such to get a divorce, because for a man can walk away from a marriage and God will honor that. But if a woman decides to divorce the man, there has to be infidelity.
Well, I can answer that question real quick. You gonna let me answer it?
Yes.
Okay, when you use the example and the illustration in the Bible, I agree with you, but everybody doesn't go to divorce counter saying, well, according to the Bible, this is why I can get divorced. Some people divorce because the man busted them out. Some divorce because the man don't pay the bills. Some divorce because the man's gay. Some divorce because the man just don't want to be a man.
That's true, and I know that, Larry. Larry, just answer the question, because there's a lot of people.
Let me finish, baby. Let me finish, boo.
I'm gonna beat you up, Larry.
I'm saying the whole thing is when a person divorces, she's not thinking, I'm going to do it simply because this is the whole reason right here. You know, that's just what it is. You know, the person left.
So you saying the pressure from what happened online put the nail in the coffin to your marriage? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, these are yes or no questions. Was there previous things in your marriage that caused the nail in the coffin to go in deeper and faster? Yes or no?
No.
Was your marriage at the time, Larry Nelson, in good standing? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you and your ex-wife currently friends?
Yes.
Well, let me ask you this question. Do you ever see yourself, after you heal and restore and get your business and everything, do you see yourself ever married again? Yes or no?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
How many times have you been married?
Oh, shoot. Who wants to know all that?
I do, because I'm nosy. How many times have you been married?
2.
How many times have you been divorced?
2.
How many kids do you have, Larry?
Oh, no, 500.
I got 600, so take off some zeros. So, okay, he got 500 and I got 600. Did you say I was a breather?
A breeder, yeah. That's a lot.
See, if Larry keep talking, I mess around and get pregnant. So shut up, Larry, and let Rochelle finish it. Oh, God, I'm pregnant with 6 kids, Auntie. Hold on. Hallelujah. Oh, Lord. No, let me stop. I sound like Larry Reed and shit. Not the Larry Reed that threw Sister Rita underneath the bus and lying and shit. But anyway, go ahead, Auntie Rochelle. Auntie Rochelle got to get her rest, or she can stay on while I continue with the rest of these questions, or whatever.
Yeah, y'all been broke that job.
What?
I broke my wrist.
You broke your wrist?
No, y'all broke it. Y'all broke my wrist.
Oh Lord.
You just gotta trust and believe, and it's life throwing some blows, period. And
yes, ma'am. Amen to
that. We just have to learn from them blows that life throws us. I hate to hear that about you and your wife. I really don't like stuff like that, to be honest with you. Because I think, marriage is not looked upon in today's time. I was married for 28 years before my husband passed away. So, marriage is not honored. It's just a thing, a big, expensive social gathering, and for you and your daughter. Let me say this, Larry, and I don't want you to get upset with me because I'm really speaking from the heart, and I'm speaking out of love. But you and your daughter y'all do have a bond.
Yes.
Regardless if you believe it or not, it's a bond there. Now, I'm gonna tell you, like I told you exactly when he told me that story about the mother and the daughter. Because he didn't have a relationship with his children either. The one he really had to have a relationship is 10-year-old. But Larry, I wanna tell you this. I don't care what you go through with your children. That's your children. And see, I know that when we as parents, when we make mistakes, when we do things, that children and young adults do not understand, it kind of put, once they get grown and out the house, away from you, it kind of put a parting there. How I can tell you this is because my youngest son, the 27-year-old, he and I never sat eye to eye. You know why, Larry? Because a lot of it was because he couldn't understand the structure. Me and his father was laying down for it. He couldn't understand the foundation we was trying to give him in case anything happened to me or his father. Now let me share something with you, Larry. He was close to his daddy, right? Mm-hmm. Not to me. When he went off to college, he never moved back to Texas. He in Texas, but he never moved back to Houston. You know why? Because, see, I was the one. I was the strict parent compared to my husband, see. And so, but when his daddy died, see, when his daddy died, he didn't have nobody else but me. He had to make up in his mind. But he had to go through things in life to understand what a parent is. Now, none of my children have children. I'm not a grandmother. But back to my youngest son, and I'm sharing this with you, Larry, so that it can encourage you to understand, don't look at your baby and, she don't care about you. They do. I'm just gonna tell you that they do, and they listen to you, they watch you. They got to go through this thing called life. You understand? You hear me? They got to and see when the world show them that they don't love them, that they ain't got no friends. They'll understand. And I know your daughter just had a baby. That baby, she got to raise that baby. Yes, she do. And that baby, her and that baby got to have a bond. But let me share something with you, Larry. if she don't make the right stand and trying to get to understanding and a bond with her father, guess what's gonna happen? Just take a wild guess.
It's gonna happen, sir. History gonna repeat itself.
There you go. There you go, baby. I just wanted to share something with you, because see, I done been through that, Larry. And when they finished, now my oldest son, he level-headed. You know, he get things. You know, you can say stuff to him, and he gonna pay attention. But that youngest one, he bumped against the grain. He was like when you cut that steak and you cut that beef against the grain and it's tough. He was that was the one. He pushed every button, you know, to try to break me, to make me conform to him. He didn't get that I'm your mama. I'm trying to raise you. So he didn't get that. He didn't get that until he became an adult. And when he got out there on them jaws, and the people showed him, you ain't nothing. See, you understand? Something I've been teaching him all his life. He didn't get that. He told me one time, Larry. He told me one time, because you and Daddy went through that don't mean I'm going to go through it. You hear me? See, he told me that. See, and I can share that with you because I done been through that, baby. Let that, just sit back. Pray over that thing. Speak that, use your mouth and speak positivity. Speak life into your children. Speak healing into your situation, baby. Use that. Let it spill out your mouth. Let it come from your belly up out. Because see, you called it. I'm Baptist. You called it. You got that word in you. You use that word to manifest blessings in your life, baby. See, God's still walking with you. Even though you done made some turns here and now, He's still with you, baby. And use that. Use that mouth to heal your family, to bring your family back together. You gotta stop now before I have to go grab the Bible, because you can turn this into a church sermon. You better watch it now. Shoot. Yeah, I don't believe in broken families. See, I don't believe in that kind of stuff. See, because I came from a broken family. Yeah, I did. I came from my mother. Let me tell you something, Larry. I buried my mother last week. You hear me? I buried my mother. I wasn't raised by my mother. I wasn't, but me and my mama still had a bond. And when I got grown, I went to find my mother. Yeah, I did. I wanted to know why she didn't want to have a relationship. Why she abandoned her children. Why she walked away from her. My mama couldn't explain that to me. She couldn't tell me. Larry, when I had my children, when I had my oldest son, I went to my mother and I forgave my mother. That's how I know how powerful forgiveness is. See, I know that because I had to forgive my mother for walking off and leaving her 6 children and never coming back to check on her children. She never came back and my mama died. She left here with that. She never talked to us about anything. She never said she was sorry. She never did. So don't you know that when I forgave her, Larry, that was it, baby. It ain't nothing. When my mama left here, that didn't bother me. You know why? Because I forgave her. You know, I let it go long time ago. And see, when you give it to God, God will fix it where it's well fixed, where you don't have to, it don't bother you, you don't think about it, it don't make you cry, it don't do none of that. You know, that's how good God is. See, and I don't like broken relationships between children and their parents. I don't like that because I've been through that. See, and I thank God that I had 2 wonderful grandparents who were amazing to me, who structured. My father was a hard worker, and he put structure in there. That's why I'm so big on education. See, I'm big on that because when you got knowledge, that's something nobody can take from you. Nobody. And when you got God, they can't take that from you either. You know, so I want you to be encouraged, baby. I want you to hold on to hope. Hold on to your faith. And those things gonna turn around. You hear me? Now you're gonna make me cry, because if I keep talking about it, because it's a testimony for me, and it's a testimony for you. You can't go through 9 tests without a testimony.
Amen.
See? And the trials and tribulations of life tests us as believers. It tests us. So you got to stand on what you believe, baby. Stand on God and stand on His promises, and know that young lady, your baby, your oldest daughter, gonna turn around and come back. It might be tomorrow. It might be next week. It might be in a couple of months. You know, she gonna come to your house and ring that bell. And when she ring that bell, you hit that live button and let us all see.
And you answer that with open arms. You answer it with open arms. Because see, like Larry, like I told you, there's more. You're not alone, brother. That's why I was like, you know what Larry said to me? It was so passionate, and I know Larry got a good heart. When me and Larry really first talked to each other. And and I'm trying to figure out what video it was under. I'm gonna have to ask you, Larry, which one, because I didn't want people to take the video and just listen to it and try to find ways to, to trip it up. So I didn't put tags or nothing in it, and I said whoever is meant to listen to it. But Larry said something to me. He said, "Nicole, where were you? Where were you? Why am I hearing all of this now?" And I said, "Brother, I was there, but it just fell on deaf ears." I know that Larry loves his kids. And what happened to him and what he experienced is extremely demonic. But no weapon formed against him shall prosper. Now, listen to this, Auntie. We on 2:02. We going on 2 hours. And a couple of people are saying they have to go to work. I want Larry to answer some of these questions. And I don't know if...
Give me a few more questions, because I got to get ready to go myself.
He gotta go. So, all right, go ahead and say what you need to say, Auntie, because he got to get to going and stuff like that. I can continue.
I just want you to be blessed, Larry, and I'm gonna pray for you, baby, and I'm gonna.
God's got something huge for me. Anytime you have half of the internet world talking about you on the line, and I'm sitting here, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I sat there and listened to VS. Oh, you on your way to jail? Indictment. She had me so scared over a fake charge. I was looking out the door like, am I finna get arrested for real? Right. I was messed up. Like, what did I do? I haven't seen her in 20 years. What's going on? And then after a while, I talked to my mother. My mother said, you ain't did nothing. You get back on YouTube and do what you're doing, okay? She said, anytime the devil comes at you, I got some great in store for you, or whatever. And my name was trending big at one time on Lies, Justice for Tonight. Where's the Justice for Tonight campaign at now? Where's it at now?
Yeah.
Still need justice if it's true. So where's the campaign at now? Because VS News was a lie. So she said, let's change the whole narrative. We got to get off that now. And she would not interview my daughter again now.
Well, what the devil used for evil, God gonna turn that thing around and use it for good. You might can't see it right now, but I'm telling you, I visualized it, and I told you that when we talked. That, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I learned that, but sometimes when you're going through it, it's one thing to minister to somebody, tell them God can do it or whatever. It's another thing when you're going through it yourself. You need to minister for your own self or whatever.
Well,
and so I was just messed up in the head, and I'm good now.
Well, you know what? Let me ask you. Let's get to these questions because we're on it's 2 hours, and me and him discussed. He didn't even want to go over an hour. So let me ask you some questions.
Question out.
Okay. When everybody wants to know, when is the interview with the ex-husband coming? Go.
Okay, the thing is, I've talked to him 5 times on the phone, and his whole thing is he's pouring out his heart to me, but he's kind of like on the question mark part as far as doing the interview, simply because she took the pictures of one of her people who followed her and sent them to her son's commanding officer in the U.S. military, and almost messed that boy's career up. Her husband, or ex-husband, should I say, he's almost at the point of retirement from the military. He doesn't want anything to jeopardize that because he says she's a demonic person who was trying to do that. She's tried to do it in the past to mess up his career. And so before he does that, he wants to make sure that he's cleared of anything before he does the interview, because see, his career means more to anything to him than doing an interview about his ex-wife. But he does want the story out there. So I'm on his time limit. I'm on his time frame. When he said he's ready, I'm ready. If he's not ready, I can't make that grown man say, you gonna do a video because they called me a liar on YouTube. If he's ready, I'm ready. When he's not, I'm not. But I can tell you everything he's told me. He told me she's demonic. He told me that he took her to New Orleans on one of his vacation times, and she was so entrenched in the French quarters where they had the voodoo places where you buy voodoo candles and dolls, that she's been stuck in that world forever. That's why you see voodoo dolls behind her in her videos. She's really deep off into that. He said she's a demon worshiper. And he knew that from the time she off into that. Where people go there and have fun and drink or whatever. She lives that. She lives that voodoo life. He said that the reason she left Mississippi is not because she was molested, allegedly, but she was the molestor. That's why, when that old saying, hurt people. She wants you to feel pain. She wants you to feel the pain that she's went through. So it's like this. You know what? Since everybody sent me through hell, talking about me, I want everybody else to feel hell. I'm gonna talk about Larry Nelson. I'm gonna talk about Jay Wilson, Shawn Bradley, FyeBabe, don't get ready. She said all this stuff. All these things are not true simply because she wants everybody else to feel the same pain that she felt. That's the whole thing.
Well, let me ask you this, Brother Larry Nelson. Why would Robbie on the Rails would like to know why announce the interview prematurely?
Well, that's what he told me. He said, excuse me, pardon me.
God bless
he was ready to do an interview, but he wanted to be professionally done one time only. But the thing was, he noticed how, and we were talking how she did the other lady's son in the military. And he was so shocked and taken back. He had flashbacks on how she did him. So he was like, whoa, wait, time out, wait a minute, let me just check myself. So through the process of calls, he said, let me make sure I'm covered first because I'm getting close to retirement. I don't want her messing up my life or my career. Because see, you can get indicted or you can get accused of something 19 years and 6 months out the military, 6 months away from retirement, you don't get your retirement.
Yes.
So then what? This man has put too many years in just for him to satisfy somebody's ears on, let's hear about BS. You already knew he was going to say she was a demon. You already know he's going to say she was a hoe. You already knew he's going to say she was a horrible mom, absentee, crazy. So really what he's going to do is just fill in everything I've already said, however you're going to hear from a third party.
No,
so the thing is, he wants to make sure his stuff is covered. He wants to make sure his stuff is covered because he's not going to lose his career.
And I fully respect that. And for people that do not know and have an understanding about the military, the Air Force, my daddy was in the military for 20 plus years in the Air Force, actually. And their commanders and stuff take accusations very seriously. Your money can be stopped. You can be dishonorably discharged. It can take an investigation very, very long, irregardless if it's false or fact. They're very thorough in that regards. Let me ask you this. Did the husband tell you how much longer he has before he is going to retire?
No, he said soon. I don't know how long, but I'm assuming he's been in there.
It sounds like he probably want to do he could go up soon, could be 5 more years. Or how long has he been in there thus far?
I'm not sure. I don't want to lie.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome, Brother Aaron Collins.
Wait, did you hear me? I said he made it seem like it was many years.
He said what?
He made it seem as if it's been many years. It hasn't been 20, but it's been many years.
Many years. Okay.
He's close to retirement. It could be a year. It could be 6 months. I don't know.
Okay. Well, let me ask you, my brother. Did he disclose to you, is the ex-husband the father of her children?
He didn't disclose that, but he did say that the son that she never shows, that she keeps locked up in a room, barks at the moon every time he goes outside, and he had a problem with that. And people thought I was making a joke, trying to crack a joke or whatever. And he said that he would go outside, and at night he was barking like a dog or howling like a wolf do. And he thought I was watching that movie, Teen Wolf or something like that. And he thought it was like a phase, like, man, stop that. And, it goes from stop that to being serious and punishment. The way he just kept doing it, so he realized he got a problem. You can't whoop that out of a child. You whoop a child, he goes back outside and you're like a dog. So, that's why she's so, think about it. I can't be lying if this woman turns around and says, FyeBabe's daughter's going to get raped. Because she wants you to feel pain that she's felt. Her child's going through mental hell. So she wants to send yours through mental hell. She wants you to feel her pain. Okay, and like I said, the ex-husband told me the boy goes outside barking. I thought it was a joke or whatever, so he just used the illustration like he's barking. I'm like, like rough barking? He's like, yeah, making animal noises. He said first he thought it was like a joke. Yeah. But he just kept going and going. So where you hand and punishment and whooping it. He said that don't work. He just kept doing this when he realized he got a problem. But he said that's from the mama segregating him from everybody. Keeping him in the room. He can't go nowhere. So his outlet is watching our show. So he mimics Big Bird, Ernie, Bert, Bugs Bunny them. So if they howl at the moon, he's going to do it because that's his only. Allegedly. I did do a video of that. Allegedly, that's his only form of friendship. Cartoons.
Well, let me just say this. May God bless, VS and her children. I definitely don't want anybody thinking that I'm over here dragging or roasting, anybody's kids. VS is. I'm not justifying VS antics and stuff that she has, but from a woman that's been hurt and abused. It's like how they say, crackhead know a crackhead, alcoholic know alcoholic, an addictive eater know an addictive eater, type of thing. It's like, I feel like I kind of know her in that sense. But hold on, Auntie, because I need to finish asking him the rest of the questions, and then you can go ahead, Auntie, please, if you don't mind. But if you're going to be brief, you can go ahead, Auntie.
Well, I just wanted to say, people don't understand special needs. And when I worked in special needs. I worked for one of the largest school districts in the state of Texas. I don't know how many times I got to keep saying that. And a lot of my years was in special needs. They changed the name from special ed to special needs.
Right, because they didn't want to come down on the children.
Yeah, and then some people don't understand that special needs does not mean that your child is special. But I want to go back to what Larry was saying about Onion over there locking that baby up in that room or whatever.
Allegedly. We do not know that that is facts.
Okay, allegedly. Anyway, me and you had this conversation. I don't believe no child can be taught. Every child can be taught. I don't care what mental capacity.
Yeah, okay. I'll let her speak afterwards. Just hold that thought, Rochelle. So let me ask you this. So what do we get to see from Larry Nelson, the YouTuber, coming up on your channel?
Well, you get to see from me, you're going to see me going to the places I want to buy as far as my restaurant is concerned. You're going to get views and opinions as far as our daily government and our society is. I'm going to try to steer my way away from the VSs of the world, all the beefers on YouTube, because it's getting stupid, it's getting old. I saw a YouTuber the other day. His name is Cutie Pie. And I mean Q with the D-I guy.
Yeah, I've seen, I haven't got a chance, but yeah, I've seen them in the chat before. Is it a male or a female, brother?
It's a male, but the thing is, this man makes, I think, 15... Well, check this out, okay? I want to finish my thought before I forget my thought. He makes $15 million a year off YouTube videos. He's not beefing. He's not talking about nobody. He's doing silly videos, having fun. It's going all around the world, and he's the biggest YouTuber there is as far as money is concerned. That's what I want. I don't want to be on here. Guess what Jay Wilson said he dated a younger man. Y'all heard of the dude right here. I don't want to do like Carolina. Here's the latest beef between other people. I don't want to do that. Tracy's fighting people or whatever, and that's her page. I'm not putting her down. Jay Wilson's fighting people. I noticed that Tim Blaine now he's talking about Jay Wilson every night. And at first he wasn't into that. Now he's just picking fights with him. And you need money that bad that you want to pick fights. And that's not allegedly. That's fact. You can go to his page. His last 4 videos have been about Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson's doing his own thing. My whole thing is this. I want more than that, okay? If I gotta get on YouTube to talk about somebody, I am a damn fool. Listen to me good. If I have to get on YouTube and show my face to talk about people across the country who I probably would never meet, or I'm probably too cowardice to see face to face, but I want to talk about them like a fool, like a dog, I am a damn fool. Who am I? What am I good for? If that's what you want to do, that shows you the type of character you got when the camera's off. You're childish, your character's hindered, you want to talk about me, that's stupid. I did that in elementary and junior high. When you got to high school, you're thinking about girls, cars, or whatever. You sit there and you get on YouTube, you see 30, 40, 50, 60-year-old people talking about beef. That stuff is stupid. So I'm going to leave the PastorJack to himself. I'm going to leave the woman I sent the Bible to themselves so they can all be in their corner and talk. So when in the future, when people start saying my name, I'm going to still be making my videos, because the biggest mistake you can ever do on YouTube is to respond to people. I'm going to say another real quick, okay? Tim Blaine once said, Larry Nelson, you always attracted all these gays to your page and you're heterosexual. You know how all the gays came to my page? Because of him. He came to my page. I was talking about Andrew Caldwell, because I live across the bridge from St. Louis, Missouri. I see Andrew all the time. I talked about Andrew Caldwell's antics. He got offended because Andrew's gay and he's gay, so he wanted to defend him because he's a gay police of YouTube, and he wanted to know why I'm not talking about him. When he did that, overnight, I had 300, 400, 500 gay people come to my page. Leave Andrew alone, honey. You must be gay yourself. You undercover. You gay hiding. This, that, and that. He sent the gays to my page. So then I started talking about, is it right or wrong to be gay in America? Is that right now outside of God? Because I ran across to Jay Wilson, who preaches the gospel of Jesus Christ and says he's gay. He feels he's right. I feel he's wrong. We can go all in all on that. Now, that doesn't mess up his character as a person. I think he's a nice person. I like his friendship. I don't agree with homosexuality, though. So all I'm trying to say is, when you respond to people on YouTube, it opens up a can of worms, okay? When what's his name? Jack did that. I just had to do a video response to him, but I want the world to know he's a low-class, self-righteous, vindictive bastard that I've ever met. And I'll say that to the day I die. And may God judge me for that. And I ask God to forgive me. Jack is a vindictive, low-class, unethical bastard. And you can quote me on that. That's not allegedly. That's fact from my mouth. That's a low-class bastard, because because I saw him as a friend. But why? Because I friendship somebody on YouTube. You can't do that with everybody. You cool, Nicole, but there's not many Nicole Reloaded out there. A lot of people will say they're Nicole Reloaded, but they're Nicole Doodoo. They're Nicole Trash. Everybody can't be Nicole Reloaded. So the thing is, you may have people that want to have your character or your personality, but they stupid. That's why Jack was really want to be like me. Let me get a page like you and do like you or whatever. Look what he did. He started off wanting to start a beef with Jay Wilson. He sit up there and started lying on me. Started sending pictures saying this from Larry trying to be a mold or whatever. Get paid by a woman. And now his page is off. He's a sad person. And all this could have been avoided had I just did my videos, stayed in my corner, and kept doing what I was doing. I had over 1,000 followers just doing videos about R. Kelly.
I remember that.
About life, everything. All of a sudden, a person I never heard of in my life, and this is not putting him down, I'm just being truthful. All of a sudden, Jay Wilson comes. He started doing hour-long videos. This guy named Larry Nelson is talking about, what's his name, Andrew Caldwell, and we just want to, I didn't know how YouTube worked. I'm wondering why is this gay dude from Texas talking about me? I mean, I'm being honest. That's what was in my head. Why is this gay dude in Texas talking about, I don't know you. I'm talking about R. Kelly. I'm talking about Andrew Caldwell.
No, I remember that.
You remember, I responded. That was the worst thing I ever could have did, because all it does is open up a can of worms. Now, all of a sudden, I'm forever branded in the YouTube world of scandal. When VS, she called me one night. This is TSCC, and we're trying to, we just want to get your side of the story as far as Vonnie. She said you've been stalking her, and she was talking so sweet. I was so drained by Vonnie's lies, I sat there and talked to her, because I had nothing to hide. But I didn't know VS was the biggest scandal rambunctious sluthole on the face of God's great earth. So I'm talking to the demon. You can't bargain with Satan. How can you bargain with Satan and say, well, let's make a deal? You can't make a deal with Satan. She's Satan. Jay Wilson just did a live video where he did a panel with 4 other people. He got 4 other women dressed up, and they did a live stream where all of them were acting like Jay Wilson and other people. And they got wigs on, mustaches, or whatever. Why is she bothering me? He didn't even bother you. Because she's trying to keep content. She's trying to keep friendship. She's trying to keep that thing or whatever. She's sad. And I can't wait to contact Section 8 to let them know how much money she makes on YouTube, because she ain't supposed to make money off Section 8 money. Because if that's the case, she can pay full price rent. I promise you that. I'm a low-class dirty dog when it comes to messing up my name. Please trust me. I'll wait 9 10 months when you think I'm dead, and you look up, oh my God, there he is, y'all.
Well, don't let the right hand know what the left hand doing. You're spilling too much.
But see, you gotta realize I don't care now. Because see, look, she told FyeBabe one time, all I want you to say on YouTube is make it shake. I'm gonna send your life through hell. I've told her many times, make it shake. What can she say that she said he's a child molester? That didn't work, it was a lie. Okay? He's a homosexual. You know that's a lie. Then she wanna send pictures. Here go a bunch of naked women pictures. Okay, then what? What else can she do? My record is clean. The state's attorney already know about her. My lawyer's got a lock on all her pages. So what can she do? Zero. So if she can't do that, what can she say about me? Absolutely nothing. That's why I say make it shake. That's old. You know, and see, this is the thing. When the camera goes on, I got a life. I live a great life.
Well, that's what I wanted to. That's what I wanted to discuss.
I'm doing a great life or whatever.
Well, that's what I wanted to discuss. When
you gonna let me finish my?
Well, I want to no. You're gonna shut up because I want to know when is the barbecue sauce coming out.
Well, okay, the barbecue sauce. Like I said, I gotta do one step at a time to get the building.
I told you I had a specialty sauce for you, and you're gonna have to name your ribs, Nicole. You know, Nicole Reloaded. You know, ribs and some. I'll tell you on the low.
Okay, that sounds good. I like that. But yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy life again, okay? Because like I said, when you get into this corner of YouTube where everybody's beefing, you know who the latest beef is, that stuff gets old. I'm better than that. I'm way better than that. You're better than that. How we gonna sit there and talk about who's fighting with who? Can't nobody. And let me ask you this one question. I'll shut up, okay? Have you ever seen anybody that's beefing on YouTube? I'm talking about all the characters. 3C's, FyeBabe. I'm talking about the people that have been in beefs. 3C's been in beefs. FyeBabe's been in beefs. The Oracle has been in beef. She talked about me, Shawn Bradley, Jay Wilson, myself. What's the other one name? The one they call Cyclops with the bad eye.
Oh, Wiley.
Wiley, have you ever seen them face to face with somebody they talked about on camera?
Wait, say that again. Wait, not all the other people. Say the last part.
Have you ever seen any of these people who are in beef face to face with anybody they've ever talked about?
Yes, Shawn Bradley and Nicole Tyler. Boom.
Were they fighting, or did they make up?
No, they came, they had a full-blown conversation and about what was going on, their dislikes. They were beefing really hard and they came to a resolution. But you mean like in the midst of a beef and they just roll up on somebody?
Right.
No, I ain't never seen nothing like that. That's illegal. I think somebody will go to jail.
Well, and that's the world we live in. I'm just saying, you don't even talk about a man so long before you do something. That's what I've always said. All this beef stuff, it don't mean nothing but a hill of millions to me. You see me face to face. That's why I tell VS, you talking about somebody, come to St. Louis. Come to St. Louis, because I swear to God Almighty, and I don't swear. Trust me, I do not swear. I do not swear. But I swear to God Almighty, I will beat your ass if I saw you face to face. While you want to lie on me, I will beat your ass, and you can quote me on that. That ain't legend. That's fact. Next question.
Larry Nelson.
That's me.
Okay, the real Aaron Collins. How did you meet this Larry person, Nicole? I know the question is for me, but I just wanted you to answer it. He probably can't answer it or don't remember.